Hi friends, welcome to another interesting video in our prediction series. There are quite a few opportunities developed over the past week for us to analyze. Let's pick Amara Raja batteries first. This is our chart, the most recent chart on Amara Raja batteries. What can you infer from this chart? I will give you a few seconds to think over it. Okay, Amara Raja is in a clear downtrend, correct? Let's look at this portion here. Let's look at this portion here. A push down, retracement, once again a push down, a retracement, another push down, and another retracement. So what's happening? A clear downtrend. Now, have this pattern been violated yet? Means, have any of the retracement legs broken through the preceding lower highs? The answer is not yet. Why? This low or lower high have not broken this point, and this lower high is not broken by this lower high, and this lower high is not broken by this lower high either. So the lower highs are still intact. Okay, we now know Amara Raja is in a downtrend and haven't violated the pattern yet. Next is to find if the most recent price action gives us a reason to go short or long. Once again, it's very critical to remember this. Once we identify the trend and identify that the pattern has not been violated yet, next step is to find the most recent price action. If the most recent price action gives us a reason to go short or long, this is the most recent price action. Let's focus on this portion here now. A lower low closing from this strong level of resistance, a retracement back to test that level again, and a lower low closing. That is what we have here. A lower low closing from a strong level of resistance, a retracement back, to test that level of resistance, and once again a lower low closing. Let me expand the chart so that you might find it a lot more easier to understand. Okay, lower low closing, retracement, once again a lower low closing from that level of resistance. This setup is good enough for us to take a sell or short trade towards the immediate level of support. So let's pick our target placement tool and mark our stop loss and our target, assuming that you place the trade at the opening the next trading session. This is our short target placement tool, assuming the market opens somewhere here in the next trading session. This would be our target, and this would be our stop loss. Okay, so let's see how this trade plays out in the next few trading sessions. Okay, next on my list is BPCL. This is not an already completed setup, but one which could give us a good shorting opportunity in the next week. By looking at this chart, we know BPCL is making a lower low, lower high pattern, a lower low and a lower high pattern. So it's in a downtrend. Okay, but this area here is what got me interested. This area. Let's shift our focus on this part of the chart right here. What's happening here right now? I meant what's happening here right now. A downtrend which stopped at this support level, followed by a retracement which is in progress. This retracement in itself is making a possible A, B, C, D pattern. What I'm going to tell next should be of great interest to you. That is, our trading opportunity develops when we get a lower low closing from this level or zone right here. Once again, our trading opportunity develops when we get a lower low closing from this level or zone. Let me explain you the reasons for this assumption. We have an ABCD completion, fib confluences, and a resistance level to support our short trade. As I have pointed out before, we use these references to find spots or zones where majority of the traders might be looking at with interest. Once again, this is critical. We use these references to find spots or zones where majority of the traders might be looking at with interest. Finding that zone or level gives us an edge. Okay, so enough of theory. Let's get practical. On an ABCD pattern, which point is the most critical? The D point, right? Let me expand this chart a little bit. Okay. On an ABCD pattern, the D point is the most critical. Imagine this as our AB leg. Make a clone of this AB leg. So our D point terminates approximately at that minor resistance level. Let's mark this point with a red line. With a red line. Once again, what I am doing here, I am giving you the reasons for my assumption that BPCL could be a good shorting opportunity in the coming week. Okay, so our D point terminates approximately at our minor resistance level. Now, Fibonacci confluence. Let's take a Fibonacci extension from this point to this point and back into this point. Let me expand this chart so that those levels would be much more easier for you to understand. So Fibonacci extension from this point to this point back into this point are these levels, and Fibonacci extension from this point to this point and back into okay, back into this point. Okay, back into this point gives us something like this. We can find here this zone here. There is a confluence at 1.414 and 1.272 and an almost similar confluence at 1.616 and 1.414, giving us a possible reversal zone. So we can mark our reversal zone here. Okay, so we have our reversal zone and the ABCD terminates. The D point on the CD leg terminates within that zone. Okay, now can we find any more references? Yes, we have a resistance level where the top of the reversal zone lies. The top of the reversal zone lies on a minor level of resistance. Okay, so somewhere in this zone, we can expect the prices to reverse. Prices might push up into this zone and reverse from here. A lower low closing from this zone confirms our short trade. In such a scenario, Once we have a lower low closing, we can place our targets and our stop loss. Now let's pick our short trade tool, and imagining we place our trade orders here, our targets would be this, and our stop loss would be and our stop loss would be somewhere here. Okay, so this would be our target and this would be our stop loss.